Welcome students. I am your social studies teacher from Dar Irkam School Madinatul Hujaj campus. Let's start our today's lesson in the name of Allah, the most merciful and beneficent. I hope you revised your previous lesson. Let's recall it first. We have learned that there is an imaginary line which passes through north and south of the earth. The areas surrounded there or located there are called polar regions. And we have learned about the South Pole area which called Antarctica, and today we will learn about the North Pole area which is called the Arctic. Now open your readers, page number 12, unit number 2, polar regions, and the topic is the Arctic. Don't forget to take a pencil and scale with you before starting. The Arctic is a very cold place in the most northern part of the world. Underline this line. It begins at the North Pole and ends with the Arctic Circle, an imaginary line on map. The Arctic includes the Arctic Ocean, parts of Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Russia, the United States, Alaska, Sweden, Norway, and Finland. As we read the names of these areas, we understand that this area is populated. And it is not like Antarctica, where no humans lived. The name Arctic comes from the Greek word arkatos, which means bear. Underline this line. The climate of this region remains cold throughout the year. However, in spring, the ice melts on the frozen coastal plains. Underline this line. Temperature in the Arctic regions ranges from 10 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. The first explorer in this region in 325 BC was a Greek named Pytheas. Underline this line. 700 years later, some European went as far as Greenland and settled there. Today, only the southern part of the Greenland is inhabited. Although this area is also very cold, but it have residents. It have population. Not too large population, but these areas are populated. Robert Edwin Peary reached the North Pole in 1909. The people of Arctic region are called Inuit. There are no trees, so Inuit build their houses out of blocks of snow. These houses are called igloos. Underline these lines. Because of its coldest climate, there are no trees and forests, so people live there. They use snow blocks to build their houses, and these special houses are called igloos. Here, have a look how an igloo looks like. It is a house built with the help of blocks of snow. The Arctic bear, also called polar bear, they found in these areas, and here is the family who lived in igloo is called Inuit. Global warming and climate changes have the biggest impact on the polar regions. The increasing temperature causes more and more ice to melt. Underline these lines. Global warming is a process of increasing Earth's temperature, and because of the life conditions of Earth affects the environment badly, and because of these situations, the global warming and climate changes, the temperature of the earth increases, and because of this, the ice melts. In 1959, the Antarctic Treaty was signed, which prevents Antarctica from being commercially exploited. Sadly, protecting the Arctic is a very difficult case, as mining for oil and minerals. Fishing and hunting takes place in many areas. And this is the way that people who live there get food to eat. Underline this line. Here we have amazing facts about Antarctica. Antarctica is the only continent without a time zone. However, a number of countries operate research stations in the continent, and to make the things convenient for the researchers and visitors. Each research base determines the time zone it wants to operate in. This is very interesting to know. The amazing facts like this. Here we complete our unit number 2, and now it is time for today's task. You have two tasks. The first one is oral and the second one is visual. You have learned about the polar regions. Now you should find out two interesting facts about polar regions, like animals who live there or any specific plants which grow there, and any interesting facts which you find about these areas. Write down these facts on any rough notebook with today's date and day and practice it as a presentation, record it and send it back. And your second task is to draw the picture of an igloo. And you know that it looks like this. I'm sure you can easily draw it. Do the given task regularly and learn important points. Also take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.